William McKinley was the 25th President of the United States from 1897 until 1901. During his presidency, he was known for pursuing a number of significant initiatives that had a lasting impact on the United States and its relations with the rest of the world. Domestically, McKinley pursued a pro-business economic policy that focused on promoting economic growth and development through free trade and the protection of American industries. By supporting free trade, McKinley believed that American businesses would grow due to access to new markets and by lowered prices for imported goods. He worked to lower tariffs and other trade barriers in order to facilitate the flow of goods and services between the United States and other countries. During McKinley's presidency, there was a debate between the use of silver and gold as the American monetary standard. McKinley was a supporter of using gold because he saw it as more reliable and less prone to fluctuations in value compared to silver. As a result, the Gold Standard Act of 1900 was adopted, which officially established gold as the primary standard and required the government to maintain a supply of gold to back the value of its currency. Yellow journalism, or sensationalized and biased reporting, played a significant role influencing public opinion and shaping events leading up to the Spanish-American War. This type of journalism focused more on scandals and sensationalism over objectivity and accuracy. Newspaper owners such as William Randolph Hearst and Joseph Pulitzer used their newspapers to promote their own political agendas to shape public opinion. Hearst, in particular, used his newspaper, the New York Journal, to promote an aggressive stance towards Spain and whipping up anti-Spanish sentiment. He used headlines and illustrations that depicted the Spanish as cruel and barbarous, and he exaggerated stories of Spanish atrocities in Cuba, where a rebellion against Spanish rule was occurring. Using headlines like "Remember the Maine," "To hell with Spain," public outcry was stirred up and support for military intervention in the conflict increased, contributing to the buildup of tensions between the United States and Spain. The USS Maine was a United States Navy battleship that exploded off of the Havana harbor on February 15, 1898. The explosion killed 260 crew members and was widely reported in the United States, and became a rallying call of journalists for military intervention between Cuba and Spain. Despite the lack of clear evidence linking Spain to the explosion, many Americans, including McKinley, saw the event as justification for military action against Spain. The Spanish-American War officially began on April 25, 1898, and ended August 12, 1898, with the United States winning and Spain ceding control of Cuba, Puerto Rico, and the Philippines. Fresh from the win against Spain, the United States government annexed Hawaii in 1898. The Hawaiian Islands were originally an independent nation with their own government and laws, but in 1893 American businessmen and politicians supported a coup. Opponents of the annexation of Hawaii saw it as unjust and an act of imperialism, since the Hawaiian people had not been consulted about the matter. However, Congress approved of it and McKinley signed it into law in 1898. This allowed the United States to have a greater influence over the affairs in the Pacific region. McKinley was shot 6 months into his second term. He was conducting a meet and greet with the public when reaching to shake the next person's hand, he was shot by Leon Zalgos. He died 8 days later from his wounds.